Ooze, 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 ooze. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today in this video we're going to be talking about ooze management. I don't know if it's my accent or my voice or just the way that I pronounce ooze. I don't know if it's just there's no great way to say ooze. I get so many questions asking about how to manage ooze. It can be more uncomfortable than the itch itself. It goes all over your clothes, it can be in your hair, if it's behind your ears. It can be really, really uncomfortable and it can make you feel really down and not very like yourself. So I have answered your prayers and I am going to share with you how I manage it. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video if you enjoy it, and comment down below if you are going to use any of these tips. If you have any tips for others, please make sure to put those in the comment section too. Hi. So I'm just out of the shower and I've got my towel turban on. I'm just gonna put on a couple of drops of this facial oil just around my eyes. As I've said in previous videos, this is just to stop me getting those little white heads around my eyes, which I quite often get anyway, but in particular when I'm trying to reduce the amount of moisture that I have. You can see that my eyes just in general are very, very worn down from steroids. The skin's very, very thin, so I'm just trying to make sure that I look after them as much as possible. And I just thought I would show you the difference that having a shower makes. So my skin has been really improving. I feel like this is just a really good example of how moisturiser can make your skin more red. So you can see we've gone more red along the sides and on the underneath of my arm, along these sides as well. So if you apply that theory of no moisture, you can see that the moisturiser actually adds to the redness, and drying it out is a really, really effective, quick way of making it better. My arm has started to bleed since I've come out the shower and I did a light dry scrub. This one as well, you can see it actually, you can see the sort of rash that comes all over my body post shower. You can see the rash goes everywhere. And so I just thought this would be quite a helpful example for you guys to see what showering actually does. This is me having had a really cold shower and this is what it does to my skin. You can see how it's not used to it and it's trying to, it comes up more inflamed. So think about if you're doing this but applying moisturiser as well, and the redness that the salt baths and bathing for a long time can have. Apologise to you if my voice is a bit shaky, I'm actually just freezing, but I'm trying to do my best for you guys. Sunday night fever, Sunday night. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some questions that I have been having either in the comments or in my DMs on Instagram. So a lot of people have been asking me questions such as, when you do no moisture treatment, how often are you having a shower? The answer is as little as physically possible. Okay, that doesn't mean that I'm strictly washing once a week. I wash as and when, and I do not get my hair wet. We're talking about limiting the amount of moisture that your body is taking in as much as possible. Similarly, people have been asking me, how often do you wash your face? What moisturizer do you use to wash your face? Do you just use soap and water? The answer is neither. I use absolutely nothing. Look at the difference in my skin on my face. Okay, I have just woken up just now. I have not scrubbed. The only thing that I do is dry brushing. Oh, I stood on a broccoli. The only thing that I use to exfoliate is this dry brush. I have said numerous times that I believe in the benefits of dry brushing. It is the only thing that I do to exfoliate my skin. Just like this. And that's good enough. Like, this is a method of cleaning. It is a method of dry cleaning. It is exfoliating the dead skin cells off of your face without using water, chemicals, and moisturizers. The whole idea in this process is to encourage your own body to make its own moisture in the adequate amounts that your body needs. If you are moisturizing, that is not helping. And certainly, you guys may be at a much worse, you may be at a much better stage than I have been at. But it is important, no matter what part in the process you're in, to make sure that you are being very strict. I've said that this is like a diet. It is a project. You need to be strict with it. It will be very hard, but it is something that you need to keep going with and be very, very strict with. So to wash my silk pillows, I have just used Dermal 500, which is prescribed by my doctor. Any of you can get this prescribed as well by your medical professional. It's just plain, it doesn't lather, it's really, really useful. Make sure that you're not allergic to any of these things. It's unlikely. Get this prescribed by your doctor, and I just use this also as a detergent. It doesn't have any added nasties in it. This is my silk pillows in a basin in my kitchen, and I'm just soaking them. I've now done this 4 times, and I'm going to do it another couple more times. Just allow it to soak, slosh it about a bit, and rinse it through. Then you can hang them up and they dry really quickly. So I leave it in here soaking for about an hour to 2 hours, then rinse it again to wash them. Never catching a break with this at all. You can see it's just pouring as I've woken up. It's an actual nightmare. My arm's currently bleeding a lot, so I'm just going to take this Lizarol muslin cloth and dab it. Very, very sore. So this has just happened because the skin is so thin, and as soon as you itch it, it just comes off. You can see very, very oozy. So I'm just dabbing dry with this dry Lizarol cloth. And quite often what I'll do is I'll just use these to, you must make sure that you're always using different sides to make sure that it's clean. But quite often I'll just sit with these in like this. You could strap them if you wished. I just sort of allow them to soak it up and then take it off again. Unfortunately, it is really grim. It is so itchy, it's so painful, but it's the best way forward. Plainly because I've just done that whilst dry brushing, but the skin is so thin. It's just weeping absolutely loads, so we're just going to have to try and make do with what we can, really. It's a shame, but hey ho. My sides are getting a lot better. They're very, very tender here. I'm trying to let you see the texture of this. Very, very bumpy. Very rash-like. This obviously goes all up here as well. On the plus side, my skin on my face seems to be getting a bit better, but I'm sure as those going through this will know, you put out one fire and another starts. So just have to make do with what you have. So I'm just ready to go to bed, and what I have done as a measure for my weepy skin on my arms, which is really overnight unbearable because it weeps out onto my back and then onto the sides of my chest. I have done a makeshift thing which you're more than welcome to comment on. These are just Lizarol muslin cloths and very, very stretchy scrunchies that I have, and I've just put them around the main area of both of my arms. They're very, very stretchy, so my circulation won't be cut off, and I'm doing them at the more thinner part. But I'm just doing this as quite a useful measure to help keep them dry and to stop me scratching overnight. So we'll see tomorrow how this goes. But honestly, I'm just so desperate, and I hate the weeping yellow being all down my sides. I also think it's starting to really not only impact my sleep, but impact the skin down my sides as well from the ooze and the infected skin weeping off. So I'm just going to try this tonight and see how it goes. It kind of looks like a cute little top from a distance, but it's really not. Honestly, this skin is so thick on my face right now. You can hear how thick that is. I just can't. It's so itchy, but I can't get it off. It's everywhere. My skin's just not in a good way at the moment. And this is probably one of the itchiest few months I've ever had. I don't know what on earth it is, but I've just been itchy everywhere all the time. So I'm really, really struggling at the moment. Really struggling to sleep as well. To be honest, I feel like there was method to my madness, because I've got plenty of ooze off onto these cloths and not onto the bedding. And my arms are really, really nice and dry. So I think that the muslin cloth scrunchie combo was a major success. So I've just had this on for about 3 hours this morning. I'm starting to do this during the day as well, just to help with the soaking up. And oh yeah, it's making a big difference. This also stops me from getting it all over my t-shirts, but these muslin cloths are really good just to help make sure that it stays dry, because this is really, really tender and painful. So I'm just going to fold it over again, put a clean side on, and just apply it, and then put my scrunchie over the top. It's a really simple yet effective way, and to be honest, you can wear a jumper or a long sleeve and it will really help. It also stops you getting stuck to the inside of t-shirts and tops and stuff, and just to manage the weeping a bit. So I'm just showing you what it's like. Apologies if you think this is a bit grim, but I'm just trying to give some transparency into what it's like and how much bleeding and weeping happens on certain parts of your skin. So I've used these 4 cloths overnight and this morning, and they have been used, obviously folded round each side. So I just wanted to show you how much actually comes off on just a small patch of skin. This is so rough all the time, really, really hard. This side's clearing up a lot better now. It's very itchy though. Rashy all the way around on my back. All the way around. Very, very rashy and painful. Ouch. So there we have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and comment down below if you're going to use any of my tips in this video. Thank you so much. Bye.